different types of workout routines for you to gain that muscle and lose that fat. I'm going to keep it so simple for you to get the results and to get the results as fast as possible in this video, so you're not constantly scatterbrained and so unaware of how all this works. I'm just going to simplify everything so you can continue along your fitness journey or start your fitness journey wherever you're at on your journey, and just make it so goddamn easy, because everybody out here, all these coaches are making it complicated on purpose. I just want to give you what's true, what's worked for me, and how it can help you, and so you're not constantly going all over the place and the anxiety going crazy, because that's how I was. So literally, just focus on this. What you want to focus on is going into a fat loss phase. So if you're very overweight, if you're at a very high body fat percentage, you want to focus on cutting the fat. Because if you try to just pack on size and you're fat, it's going to be very hard to put that muscle on. So cutting down all the way till super shredded, right? You're going to be in the most optimal state possible. Your body and your metabolism is going to be speeding up so fast, burning that fat, building that muscle at the same time. It's going to be very easy to then put on the size. I'll get to that in a second. But with the fat loss phase specifically, you want to be on a hypertrophy training program. You want to be in a hypertrophy training program because this is what's going to allow you to build muscle. Now, it's also going to depend upon your diet as well. That's not what I'm focusing on in this video specifically. You can check out more videos on that I have on my page. But your diet is going to be key. So when you're in this fat loss phase, you're in that deficit. Then as you keep doing it over and over and over again, you're in this hypertrophy training program, you're going to be hitting those reps high. You're going to have a lot more higher rep range plus higher sets. So in order for this to work, this is what's going to allow to build that muscle on top of losing that weight with the both at the same time. So as you keep doing this over and over and over again, this shit is lights out. You start to see the results. You start to see that it's working because you have the proper blueprint. A lot of guys on my team, they start with this because they're super overweight. They got to cut down and then boom, 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 boom. Just on that hypertrophy program. And what they're focusing on is each set, they're doing 45 seconds to a minute. That's what you want to focus on when you're on hypertrophy. So you focus on this to contract the muscle and focus on just the reps. So not about weight here. Like, you're not trying to hit massive fucking PRs like, 100-pound dumbbell bench press on each fucking dumbbell. Like, we're not going for that. Like, you want to be able to hit something around 4 to 5 reps at 15 to 20 reps, and you can perform it properly and hit that 45 seconds to a minute. Time this on your phone. You can time this on a stopwatch or any sort of timer. You just want to have that time under tension because that's going to be key. So making sure each set that you do when you're performing these exercises, you're performing each rep correctly and you're hitting that 45 seconds to a minute. It's crucial to have that time under tension because then you really start to build that mind-muscle connection with your body as well, and you'll know how much weight you can do for future reps and future sets and future workouts, and even just how much you have as a load on the muscle as well when you're performing it. So the more that you do this over and over again, the more muscle memory is going to be developed, and then you'll start to see the results. You'll start to really see everything, plus with your diet going into effect. So you do this until you get super shredded. So if you're very overweight, if you're 300 pounds, this is going to take some time. It's not going to take 3 months because of the bad habits you've installed over the fucking years. Like, I got guys coming in from the team, they're very overweight. Like, they're 200 plus pounds and they got no muscle whatsoever on them. So it's going to be longer in the deficit. Like, that's just how it is. I just say 3 months. If you're just a little chubby, like if you're looking like the marshmallow motherfucker from fucking Ghostbusters, because that was me. This is my story as well, is that in 3 months I went from super marshmallow motherfucker from Ghostbusters to super shredded. Like, you'll see if you check me out on IG or whatever, Nick Drivas Fit. So on there, literally just got super shredded, did the 45 seconds to a minute on each exercise. Hit that with some abs throughout the week as well. Just my ab workouts, keep the abs and the core tight. And that's the main thing too. So it's going to depend upon your body type as well. I have an ectomorph body type, so I have really broad shoulders and then a very tiny waist. So I really focus on those ab workouts as well with that 45 seconds to a minute to build the muscle, because it's just like anything else. But the main thing is coming from the deficit on that. But it just shows the lines and the obliques and everything coming in, and it just looks fucking deadly for real. So as you keep getting leaner and leaner each week, do the check-ins once a week to see if you're making the progress. That's why I got a coach. He literally would check in with me, and we would just dumb the calories down if we were or not, and then also just with photos to see if everything was working as well. Because if you're just doing it blindly, this just not going to work as well. So being in that hypertrophy program is going to be able for you to build that muscle. On top is as you lose the weight. And this shit is fucking just so easy once you just do it over and over. You just got to see that everything is working. And just perform your sets like not stupid. Like don't go in there to ego lift. It's not about that. Just go get a nice pump. Just have fun too. Like peak physical performance. Like that's especially with the hypertrophy training program. You're not going for, again, like really massive PRs. You're just trying to get the muscles going, contract the muscle as much as possible, break down the muscle fibers, and then repair that with your protein, with your recovery, and then just doing that over and over again. As you keep doing that, it's just going to get easier and easier, and then you just will see the results. So let's just say now your body goes all the way down to that optimal state. Like you're super shredded, you could step on fucking stage. Now at this point, like how I said at the beginning, your body is such in an optimal state that now your metabolism is speeding up. That's what we do just in general at the gym. We want to increase our metabolism to burn the fat faster and build that muscle on top of it. So now you're at a standstill. So at this point, you can either stay with the shreds, you can maintain it if you want it for the rest of your life, just eat at maintenance, or what you can do is pack on size. And it's going to be so much easier because when you have the muscle on you and you have the metabolism just sped up, to pack on calories very fast, you don't want to do that out the gate, but you also don't want to be still on a hypertrophy program. Now you got to switch programs. So now you go on to a strength program. So strength, you're going to be able to lift a ton more. You're going to be able to come out of that on a reverse diet. This is what it's called. Now you're going into the reverse phase, or the muscle building phase, or just stacking on size, right? This is what you're doing now. Now you're going to have to pack the calories and slowly get out of that, right? So if you're at, let's just say like 1,500 calories, I'm just saying as an example, you want to just go to fucking 3,500 like first week into the reverse diet. No, you got to go around like 100 to 150 calories per week out of that. And then you got to be consistent with that. And the strength program specifically, or the workout routine, is now different. Everything's around like 3 to 4 sets, and then you're keeping it more heavier weight, right? So now you're trying to really hit some PRs. Like you can add some deadlifts in there, like 12 to 15 sets, squats, compound movements, all that fucking shit. Like you're doing that on the hypertrophy, but just at a much higher level, right? The intensity is a bit higher, lighter weight, higher reps. On strength, now you're doing the opposite, where the weight's a lot heavier and you're going for lower reps. So like that 6, 8 range as well, and then 10, 12, like the max, like on maybe like 1 or 2 things, like 15 if you wanted to, and then still doing your ab shit to maintain just the muscle as well, because remember, it's a muscle at the end of the day that you're working, so maintaining the abs in there as well. And then you're packing on the calories all the fucking time, like every week. And the same thing I did with my coach, just checked in once a week, like, okay, now we're going from 1750 to 1900, and then we're going from here to here, then we're going from here, okay, you do this, and you just keep doing it. And then that's why they call it the reverse dieting. You reverse out of the fat loss phase into that strength phase, and now you're just going to be able to pack on the size so much easier and faster, because your body again is at that most like solid state possible. Like there's no other way to actually do this shit, because that's why a lot of you guys try to do this shit and you look like shit on the bulk, because you're not that's the thing. You have to still eat clean. You can't be eating like burgers and fucking Chipotle all goddamn day on this reverse. I want to mention that too. Can't be doing that. Still got to be hitting the macros. Still got to be doing that, plus the strength program. And then 0 to 45 seconds for this program specifically for strength. So now you're not focused on that 45 seconds to a minute. Now you're going to go to 0 to 45 seconds for your lifts. Same thing for your, like just that mind muscle connection. And then keep the rest around the same, a minute to a minute 30. And you'll be good to go. You can even go 2 minutes. And that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to give you guys. I hope that was valuable to you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sub to the channel for more content. And if you guys want coaching, DM me Beast on Instagram, Nick Drivas Fit. We'll get you going.